Happy Saturday. How you doing? Yeah, I know. Hear that? The wind is howling. It wasn't too bad overnight. Yeah, the wind kicked pretty good at times. Not a lot of rain though. The rain has been kind of light off and on. No real heavy, downpours. And it's just gonna linger around here as it passes by till about maybe 3 this afternoon. All in all, it hasn't really been bad. We've had worse. Quite frankly, I think last Monday, what started the week of shit here with weather, that thunderstorm that kind of, instead of it moving on by, it kind of hung around for a while, caused severe flooding. It raised hell around here. In fact, I failed to mention at that time 3 neighboring towns, tornadoes sprung up in a few neighborhoods, fucked up a few houses, took down some trees, power lines. I think that was actually worse. Anyway, yeah. But still, it's always safe to be prepared. You know what I mean? Things can change in a moment's notice here in good old New England. Is that better? How's that? Look like I'm waiting for Scotty to beam me back up to the Enterprise. Like something. Maybe Sanford could get Scotty to work on his cars. Give him some fucking dilithium crystals. Get him to run that fucking 10. Maybe that's what it needs instead of nitrous. Hey, that's better. I know I'm off center here. I'm saying about off center because there's a reason for being off center. Hey, here's Sanford now is turning into Mr. Wizard, the answer man. He's shifting gears with his channel. His focus has changed once again. Then again, this guy's got the attention span of a fucking crackhead with ADD. You know what I mean? Or a bag of rats and a meth lab. Pick one. Here he had to explain himself again. Explain his channel. Explain what he's about. Explain what his channel. I don't see other people doing that. Every few months or so, he's got to explain himself. Why? Why? You tell me, why? Why would someone need to constantly explain themselves, explain what their channel's about? Does he feel that people have no fucking idea what him and his channel's about? He's all over the fucking place, here, there, everywhere. You know what I mean? He can't seem to say he's going to do something, get on it and do it and complete it, live up to a claim for once, which he still hasn't done in all these fucking years. Not one claim he's lived up to. Maybe he's getting a little bit worried because his views, he's not getting up there to that Scotty Kilmer status, with millions and really raking in the fucking money. That guy's a fucking whack job too. Is he still above me in New Hampshire? Somebody told me he moved. I used to watch that guy a long, long time ago. I could tell you a little something about him from guys that knew him personally. One time I thought he was being paid or sponsored by certain auto manufacturers or products or companies to bash their competition that they weren't able to do without being sued. You know what I mean? So Scotty's doing their dirty work for them. Don't buy this car, it's a death trap. Don't use this oil, it'll ruin your engine. Don't use these brake pads. And he's fucking bad too. I say about, the beekeeper. Scotty may look like he was conducting a fucking orchestra with his arms out here and his arms out there and his arms. That guy drinks like a motherfucker, man. There's a crew in New Hampshire that we hook up with and go on runs, especially with Little Laconia and Bike Week. A couple of the guys know him. And out of the blue, I mentioned that one time, a few years ago. I says, we're talking about cars or some shit. And she killed me. He goes, Scotty? Oh, yeah, Scotty Kilmer, Oh, yeah, we know who he is. Man, that guy's a fucking big-time drunk. He drinks like a motherfucker. You ever see him on some of his videos when he's really out there? He's fucking hammered. He's fucking hammered making videos. When I look back in retrospect, I say, that would not really, it wouldn't surprise me in the least, Anyway, Sanford now is explaining about how, his cars are not important. He's trying to get his ass off the hook from all his claims involving cars. Well, the cars are only things. Who the fuck pulled up out front? You hear that? It's got to be an import. Well, it's like anybody can make a video about, cutting your grass. What's important is, knowing about the lawnmower. Anybody can cut grass. Made me think. Maybe he's taking a jab at my ex-boyfriend, the Cabbage Patch Kid, because Cabbage Patch made a video about his killer, badass lawnmower that does wheelies. It's a death trap. Maybe he's pissed off because he wanted to talk about lawnmowers first, because he had to be the first on here to do something, I'm leading to something with this, too. Isn't that cool how I'm piecing this all together? And I'm going to get back to why I'm sitting off center. Aha! I'm not going to leave you hanging the way Sanford does. What the fuck? Wonder if that's Sanford. He's getting into 4 cylinders now. He's got a killer 4-banger out there. Waiting on Uncle Felix to race his new electric cat. Hope he's got $5 grand in his pocket to lose. Uncle Felix don't fuck around. Maybe he's all pissed off because, my ex-boyfriend, Cabbage Patch Kid, beat him to talking about lawnmowers. Oh, it's what you know about them. Like my cars here, my cars don't matter. Kind of like saying, don't even pay attention to my cars anymore, because I'm not. It's what you know about them. Okay. Okay. He's getting more into trivia now. And now, the reason I'm sitting off center, he's showing an empty engine bay of that 4-door Belvedere that was at his house. He said had a 331 Hemi in it. Come to think of it, you never saw that fucking engine, too. Maybe he just said that at the time. At that time, wasn't that thing sitting kind of high in the front, too? Maybe it had no engine and he just wanted to brag on it. Oh, it's got a 331 Hemi in it. And ain't got shit in that fucking thing. But anyway, in fact, I'm not mistaken, somebody today, Brian. We used to see that thing in the past. It had those aluminum slotted wheels and tires on the back. It's the same ones that's on the fucking MC Hammer car now. And then he had a video doing something. It was up on jack stands and the wheels were off it. Next time you see those wheels again, it was on the MC Hammer car. So really? Yeah. So, yeah, when he first showed up now, he had that, he took that badass killer. 11 seconds, went 6. Out of Plan 9 by the Spaceport, got sent to the scrapyard to be turned into cat food and tuna fish cans. At this very moment, as we speak. He loved that car so much, couldn't part with it. He's so full of shit, he should wear a fucking diaper under his chin to catch it every time he opens his fucking mouth. I think that's why I called him Uncle Pamper at one time. And, he had that Slant 6 in it. And I was over there, there's no engine in the engine bay. Oh, I know. That's a mule car, right? He put that Slant 6 in, he took it to the track, tested it, worked all the bugs out of it, rejetted the carburetor 25 times, fucked with the timing another 50 times, swapped out the power valve in the Harley, recorded all his numbers for his testing, and now it's out. He's going to put another engine in it. Think that could be it? See, there's no engine in the engine bay now, though. And now he's talking about how this guy brags on himself. Unbelievable. Sanford belongs in the fucking Guinness Book of Records. It's not only the world's biggest loudmouth blowhard, the world's biggest ego, narcissism, self-centeredness, and sociopath. He said, Jimmy says, Brian Tony, he looked at the camera with his smug, arrogant look. No one on YouTube has ever talked about this. I don't think anyone here even knows about this. I'm the only one. Wonder if he knows how to wipe his own ass too, or his fucking wife has to do that for him. So he needs other people to do all this fucking dirty work for him. If you notice the holes, and he's showing holes that are drilled in the frame in the front. Hey, he knows a lot about drilling holes. That fucking Plan 9, man. All the holes he drilled in that thing, it looked like it was attacked by Woody Woodpecker on fucking meth, You notice the center hole is not really center. If you measure it out, he said it was something like a 1/4 inch or a 1/2 inch or an inch towards, what it was he said, the passenger side. The whole drivetrain is offset a little bit. There's a reason for that offset. Okay, we need to know this. We need to know why they put an offset drivetrain in, like, a 65 4-door Belvedere. That's really important shit to know, right? Don't you feel better now knowing this? I know I'm gonna sleep fucking like a baby tonight. You know, I bet Sanford sleeps like a baby too. Wakes up every 2 hours crying and pisses himself, you know? Yeah, he's gonna get more into trivia now, passing on more knowledge. Cars are not important anymore. It's only what you know about them, and he's the one that knows everything. Yeah, the real fucking genius. Can't you see that light bulb going off? Yeah, because you're Imagineering. Anyway, yeah, fucking hysterical, man. Fucking hysterical. Anyway, it don't look like it's gonna be too bad today. We have some things to do. I'll be taken hostage at the mall by Shopzilla, as I call her, when she switches on her fucking shopping GPS when we get to the North Dartmouth Mall that enables her to maneuver every inch of every aisle of every fucking store. Then we got some grocery shopping to do. You know, we have this bad habit in this house. It's called eating. Yes, we eat. And in our kitchen, where we prepare our food, we don't have, 318 engine blocks sitting there in the kitchen, You know what I mean? We actually try to keep things, could have germs, dirt, grease. We try to keep that away from our food, you know what I'm saying? Same way as like when we go in the bathroom to take a shower or to take a bath, there are no 318 heads sitting in the tub waiting to be ported that we got to step around. We could trip and fall, hit our head, fall, fucking drown, you know what I'm saying? We don't want that shit to happen. We like our kitchen to be clean and neat. Our fucking kitchen / garage. Like our bathroom be a place where we can't injure us. So, hey, I'll tell you what, you're in a tub or a shower, man, you stub your toe on one of those fucking 318 heads, it'll hurt like a motherfucker, let me tell you. Besides, breaking a toenail, you could break a fucking toe. You ever whack your pinky on a coffee table and it hurts like a motherfucker? Imagine whacking your pinky on a fucking 318 head. Come on, guy. We don't live like that. We don't live like fucking pigs and slobs and animals, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, everything's pretty good here. It's going to hang around the wing until this afternoon, but nothing really to be too concerned about. But, we all prepared for it as usual. Better to be safe than sorry, as they say. And have a great day. Have fun. Stay safe tonight. We got plans with Kenny and the crew. We haven't got together in a while, so we're going to be doing that tonight at Knuckleheads. So enjoy your night. Get together with friends, people that mean something to you in your life. Or you can sit around here waiting on Sanford's next video. That is completely up to you.